What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we are going back to the Lower Yough, which is one of the most famous and popular whitewater runs on the East Coast. At this point, I'm pretty familiar with it. It's like a 3.5-hour drive away from my hometown, DC. And this time, what we're hoping to do is really use the river as much as we can, do every hard move, hit every slot, throw ourselves into holes, whatever we can do just to practice some of the harder moves and the more challenging concepts of intermediate whitewater. So it's going to be a lot about boat control, putting your boat where you want it to be despite adverse conditions, big ferries, like I said, slot moves, boofs, that kind of thing. Great thing about the Lower Yough is, aside from Dimple, which is a pretty serious undercut, a real hazard, the Lower Yough is pretty low consequence and offers paddlers basically a huge playground to work out on. The whole concept behind this is doing hard moves in easy water so that when you find yourself in more consequential water, you're not in over your head. All right, to start with, we paddled up to Pyle Falls, which is only allowed to be run at below 1.9. You have to sign a waiver and you have to have 2 friends with you. So this level is 2.5 and dropping. Can't run it. But what we can do is practice this narrow attainment and peel out move, which I do pretty weakly for the first attempt, but I get out on the second one. It's a good way to warm up before heading downriver.
Yep.
A big piece of controlling your speed and direction downriver is the ability to surf a wave if you want to hold your position or use it to get somewhere. So we're going to start off with some surfs as we go down Entrance Rapid. Ooh, double rejection.
Yeah,
be catching eddies. You should not be following me.
Oh, good.
That was instructor Jesse reminding me, hey, don't follow me down this rapid. You're supposed to be carving it up, catching eddies, surfing waves. Remember, that's what we talked about at the top. So I take his advice. All right, so I caught an eddy or two, nothing extravagant. Keith really took that advice to heart in his run. Check this out. He does such a good job. All right, to kick off Cucumber, we're going to go river left and boof into an eddy. From that eddy, we're going to ferry from river left to river right above the big pour over rock, and then I'm going to cut back into the river left eddy. That's the tough move here. I think actually they wanted us to end up on river right. So if I was going to do this again, when I leave the river left eddy that I boofed into, I would want to continue all the way to a river right eddy.
Well, I went sideways into the hole, but that brace does a lot of good, I tell you.
Hang out after Cucumber and practice jet ferries across the current there. It's a great place to practice getting nice high ferries through fast water without losing too much river position. And always check upstream before doing so. I'm so bad about that. I really just didn't see this guy. It's not that I'm not looking. I'm just not looking very well. I am working on this, I promise. Okay, here's the fun little eddy move at Pidley. All right, so we're going to work here a little bit at Pidley. There's an attainment move, but be aware that some of these slot moves, like I didn't make the tight slot there. I actually didn't see it until it was too late. Make sure that you're with a real safety conscious crew, people that know these slot moves, what levels they go at, or are scouting them, setting safety, that kind of stuff. Slot moves are fun. They are good practice for boat control, but they are naturally more dangerous in terms of pinning, etc. And it's not just having the consciousness to like set safety and be aware of the risks, but actually have the practical knowledge to address a hazard if somebody pins upside down in a slot. Do you know what to do? And do you have a really clear order of action, muscle memory, practice, that kind of stuff? Like I said, it's a safe river, but with some of those slot moves, you just want to be extra cautious. I probably could have committed harder to that attainment, but getting stuck in the hole before freaked me out a little bit, so didn't make this one either. All right, this is Camel Walrus, and what I'm going to do is catch an eddy and then boof the walrus, which is the second big rock on the river left side. All right, let's get that from Keith's perspective.
Yeah. Yeah. Woo.
This next one is called eddy turn. I think most people stick to the left, but we're just picking our way down and I decide to go to the right. All right, let's watch Keith tackle this eddy turn rapid. All right, so we're taking a pretty interesting line at Railroad. It's my first time doing this. On the far right, there is kind of a boof opportunity, and then we're going to turn around looking upstream in that eddy and ferry all the way over to River Left or Surfer's Right. There's a slot on the left that I'm trying to hit, but it looks so small that my brain doesn't even register it as the target slot. So I go right past it.
Was that the slot? Okay.
So you can attain up into that slot and exit it. We're going to do that later. I'm just going to take a look, and then we're going to watch Keith run this railroad line.
Oh, fuck. Why are you coming this way?
Because I'm gonna go down.
Stupid.
I can't believe I forgot to do Keith Cam earlier. Here you go. Nice moves, Keith. So I've attained up into the slot move eddy, and I'm just going to practice getting out of it, which is kind of a tricky move. Okay, this move is so weird. Check out this tiny, tiny slot. First try, if I do say so myself.
Do they make those slots in a men's XL maybe?
All right, we've already done a ton at Railroad, but there is one last bit that it has to offer us, which is a micro eddy up against the far river right pylon. We're going to catch it. It's a 1 boat eddy, maybe 2 boat, and then keep going downstream. Keith has a spicier time than I do. Handled it like a pro. All right, after you see this rock on river right, know that the sisters, Three Sisters, is coming up. That is an awesome rapid that always goes unmentioned for some reason on the Lower Yough. It's before Dimple and it's after Railroad, and there's tons of eddies to catch and really fun drops on the right. All right, so this is a move that I screwed up, and it's a habit of mine. Basically, if you give me too many things to do, sometimes that falls out of my head right when I peel out of the eddy. Now, this is just 6 eddies back and forth, zigzagging across the rapid, but I forget where I am. I don't have good landmarks in my head, and basically, I was just too lazy to get this right at this point in the paddle. Nothing to be done except go for it next time and make sure that I do it properly. And remember that a lot of beta or long rapids are a weakness of mine. Weak ferry, I definitely could have gotten further over with some more effort.
Oh man, that was a bummer.
Here is Keith giving it a better try. Hard move. Yes, it definitely is. Maybe I was overgenerous in saying Keith's attempt was better than mine, but I'll say it was more exciting. How about that? Dimple Rapid starts on river left and then moves from river left to the right in order to avoid Dimple Rock, which is a big undercut rock with water flowing underneath it. If you flip upside down and you're going to go into Dimple Rock, stay in your boat. If you swim, you're separated from your boat, which is a huge flotation device, and that boat will flush off Dimple Rock. But if you swim, you become separated from your boat, and then you can get stuck under Dimple Rock while your boat eventually will flush off. It's literally better to pass out in your boat upside down up against Dimple than it is to pull your skirt. FYI. Not happy with this eddy turn either. I would have liked to make that turn sooner and more aggressively. I'm just kind of floating past the undercut here, which I don't like upon review.
I love that move. Yeah, here's Keith.
All right, and once you've done that, you can go river left for this slot move that's super fun, and then I'm going to book it all the way over back to river right for some more interesting little things you can do on your way down to Swimmers. All right, so I'm going to bang into this eddy up here, and then I just assumed that this was a fun hole to boof. I didn't realize I was supposed to go far right and slide past it, so you can see me deal with that in real time. Oops.
I didn't know what that was until I saw it, and I was like, oh no.
I did the same thing. I did the same thing. I popped up like a rocket.
And now we'll head down to the famous Swimmer's Hole, which is very popular for surfing and is a lunch spot on the Lower Yough.
Whoops.
All right, let's take a look at Keith running Dimple down through Swimmers. Awesome, tight eddy turn to get right past Dimple, no problem.
Hey, bud.
All right, you do have to paddle up river right a bit to get onto this wave, but you don't have to get up as high as you think, or as I seem to think in this video. You can really just get onto the foam pile and then paddle up into the wave to start your surf. And if you're in a big round creek boat like I am, you better be ready for a big stroke, brace, pry, something to get your boat angle right, because if you get sideways, this thing is going to kick you out violently. But, of course, it's a chill place to flip, all of that, so no worries as you play here. Another failed attempt, but see if you can pick out what I mean about getting on the foam pile and then just paddling straight into the wave. I can feel it grab my stern, and I back paddle up the wave looking for some backwards surf action, but it kind of enders me out. This was like the longest surf I've ever had at Swimmers, including in my half slice. I got to get better at this.
Where is it? I want to see it. All right.
All right, so right after Swimmers, we've got Bottle of Wine, which is arguably the best boof on the Lower Yough. I didn't line it up quite the way I wanted, but it was still good. Super fun. Okay, let's watch Keith get this boof. Let's go, dude. That was so good.
Yeah, bud. Yeah, I'll go with Linda. It's fine down there.
After Bottle of Wine, for some reason, I always think double hydraulic is like right the like next thing that you're going to encounter, but it's not. There are these little riffles then the river turns right, and then it's double H. So we're going to get over there and then go far river left in order to set up for this weird entry move into double hydraulic. All right, we went far river left, so now we're above double hydraulic, and I'm basically on the same parallel as the first hydraulic, the first hole. Typically, you're just running this in the middle of the river and trying to go around the holes or punch them or whatever you're going to do. In this case, we're going to slide in from river left, facing upstream, and try to ferry right over that top hole and then get back over to the river left eddy to finish the rapid out. So it's kind of a tricky move, kind of a hairy ferry. Let's see how it goes.
All right.
Keith has a more interesting time with this move.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Oh no. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Yeah, Keith! Come on, buddy. Yeah! A double working or no? He said no. Big shit, dude. Let's go.
All right, let's see what happened here.
Oh, Chad. All right.
All right, this one is called River's End. It's one of my favorite rapids on this river. And basically what we're going to do is eddy out just behind this whale's head shaped rock. Then we're going to get river right into an eddy. And then we're going to get all the way back river left into a harder to catch eddy, then peel out and finish out the rapid. It's really just a way to break down what is typically a whoosh, whoosh, you're out of it kind of rapid into several moves that you're stringing together intentionally.
Get a fine surf this wave across.
You got it.
You got it.
Yeah.
All right, we're now moving down to Schoolhouse Rock. We're well above it now. What we're going to do is go left of it and then a cool little slot move called Cutting Class, going just behind it to our right. There's a quick little slot move coming up. That's not Cutting Class. You'll know it when you see it.
All right, Adam.
A little plan B kayaking here.
Little plan B for us, why not?
Another happy little failure for you.
Man, I'm so bad at lining those up.
This is just above Killer Falls. We work our way river right to river left, and about 3/4 of the way through, there is an awesome boof. That's what we're going for here. Lining it up for Killer Falls here. All right, this one's called Maze, super fun. Usually you're just picking your way down on river left. That's what we're doing here, and then we're also going to try an attainment move, which I am a little too gassed to make at the end of this rapid. Linda crushes it. I do not.
Oh no! So bad.
Keith, on the other hand, it was such a gorgeous day, too. I mean, you know, the Lower Yough is a dam release, so usually the water is a little bit cold. But in this case, it's April and it's almost 80 degrees air temp wise. I mean, just stunning. I'm not even wearing a dry suit. So good. I think this is called the Hell's Gate line. All right, let's have Keith take us home. Last rapid of the run, Bruner's Hell's Gate line, just trying to get between those two rocks. Also, huge thank you to everybody, Kaleva's River School for this hard moves on the Lower Yough Clinic, Keith for sharing all of the footage, Jay in the pink boat for always being a blast to kayak with, the instructors, Jesse, everyone, you know who you are. This was an awesome day, and as always, if you see anything incorrect, wrong, poorly phrased, correct me down in the comments section. I always love reading them.
That was fun.